Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Halo Infinite. Today we're going to be doing a League reward stream. This one is a viewership reward from the recent major, HCS major, that just went down. It's a bit of a mouthful. The HCS Global Invitational DreamHack event in Dallas. Just completed over this last weekend, and had you been watching it, there were several rewards to be had if you had linked up your accounts with your Twitch account and watched it live during the Twitch streams. Just a heads up though, even if you missed out on this one, the nice thing about the Halo drops is they often and regularly do second chances with all their drops. So just need to keep an eye and be aware that these drops are available and will probably become available sometime in the future. But the main way to get this one in its first release was watching the HCS Global Invitational DreamHack event. And yeah, there were several days and different, what's it called, participating members, I guess, or whatever, that if you watched their streams, there were different rewards to be had. Obviously, if you watch the main streams, on the first day, and then the second day, and then the final third day, there were rewards for each day. And provided you even just watched on the last day for the set amount of time, you would have gotten all the rewards. And like I said, there was participating streamers that were, watching it too, whatever, like, and if you watch their participating streams, there was another reward to be had. What's up, Slayer? So let's go through all the rewards and stuff like that and check it out. It's mainly all just one weapon coding, but for the different weapons, based on how and when you watched it. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we're going to get, what you got, or what was available, and go from there. So for all the weapons that were part of this drops, it was all giving the same weapon coding, the Ember Hex weapon coding. So this one was for the Assault Rifle, and this one was, you had to watch the partner streamers, and you had to give about 3 hours of watch time to whichever streamers you wanted that were participating in the drops for this event, and you would have got yourself the coding for the AR. MA40 Assault Rifle. Pretty nice, clean look to it. Decent design. Let's go to... Which one was the first day? I think the Bulldog was the first day. So day one, if you watched day one to the finals day. So this was the first drop available if you're watching the mainstream for the Bulldog shotgun. Again, Ember Hex weapon coding. This one you needed to watch for 2 hours. Anywhere from like the first day to the final day, if you watch 2 hours, you'd have unlocked this. So this was available throughout the whole event, pretty much. But this one was tied to the mainstream, not like partnered streamers. The Commando, again, Ember Hex one. I'm pretty sure I'm getting the dates right. I'm not, I might have mixed them up a little bit, but I think this was day 2. I can check it after. I'm just curious. I mean, it's not terribly important, the dates, now that it's over, I guess. I didn't do all the previews for the other guns, but whatever. And then this was day 3, the Sidekick. So the final day, you need to again watch 2 hours. Now, I'm not 100% certain because I put the time in every day to get my drops. But I'm pretty sure if you just waited till the last day and then watched 2 hours of the mainstream, you'd have gotten all 3 of the mainstream rewards all at one shot. But if you wanted it a little earlier, you could earn the other 2 a tad bit earlier. Now, the strange thing about the Sidekick, even though this was actually set for day 3, for some reason, day 1, it actually tracked for the Sidekick also. So I actually ended up unlocking this day 1 by watching for 2 hours along with the first reward. So yeah, but I mean, whatever. Day 3 was the big day anyway that you'd want to watch, because that was like the semifinals and the finals of the event and all the exciting games. And then the final reward is for the Battle Rifle. Again, Ember Hex, all the same weapon coating, but different times to unlock this one. This one, you needed to watch the actual finals, grand finals game. So the very last match or last set of matches, the finalist teams, 2 teams that went head to head. And you need to watch about 45 minutes of that finals, grand finals match to get this. The nice thing about this event, I don't know, I can't remember, but this event I think started a tad bit earlier on the finals day and didn't go way too late. It was still kind of late for me because I live in India, so the timings are like that, right? But yeah, it wasn't so late that I was so tired. So I ended up actually staying and watching up the grand finals, no issues. Sometimes it becomes a little bit of a headache if it goes too late, then it's really early in the morning for me. It's hard to stay up. And you do need to watch during that finals of matches, to get this final reward. You can't watch it a little earlier on the finals day or anything. It has to be specifically the grand finals match. So yeah, it was nice that it was a little on the earlier side for me, timing-wise. It was still late, like I said, in comparison to normal timings. But not so late that I couldn't stay up and watch this and enjoy it and earn me my reward. I'm not even 100% certain, but I think this finals, the grand finals reward, ended up being like open to, like, you could watch the partner stream. You could watch the grand finals at anywhere you wanted, basically, or as long as it was on Twitch. Meaning like either the mainstream or any of the partnered streamers. And I think you would have still earned this reward. I think that was the case. At least that's the way it was like kind of worded with the drop kind of explanation. Usually it's like locked to like the mainstream. You have to watch the mainstream. But I think this time they just opened it up to like all the partners. And you could just watch it wherever you want and put in the right amount of time and get yourself the reward. So yeah, those were the rewards. As you can see, little spoilers here. Congratulations, FaZe Clan, who won the major. Global Invitation at... Okay. It's the HCS Global Invitational at DreamHack Dallas. Okay. I was like wondering where that DreamHack, what that was. But I guess that was the like actual venue. And obviously, congratulations to Snakebite, Frosty, Renegade Royal 2, and the Coach Royal 1. We'll talk about it a little bit in the end. I'm not like super familiar with like the pro scene of Halo. I have been like watching it and stuff just mainly to get me my rewards and all. But yeah, let's jump in and play some games. I'm just going to use whatever weapons I can come across. I'm not going to like focus on getting all the weapons. Hopefully we'll get a little taste of all the weapons in some of the games. So yeah, Ember Hex was the participating channels, the partnered streamers that were watching. And then Bulldog was day one to the finals. The Commando was day 2 to the finals day. And then the Sidekick was the finals day 3. But like I said, for some reason the Sidekick just tracked for the first day. So I ended up unlocking it the very first day itself, along with the Bulldog. But yeah, like I said, I was going to watch them anyway. Like usually the first couple of days, I just kind of keep it in the background. I don't actually watch it. But during the finals event, the grand finals event, that I did watch. The semifinals and all, I was doing my walk. Like I kind of yesterday my stream went a little later. The Battlefield stream ended up going a little later than usual. So I was doing my walk while like the semi-final, the winners finals and then the losers finals. Those two matches I kind of like was outside. But I just left it on my TV playing, so I could earn the drops, even though I had already got the Sidekick, like I said, but I just left it on. I got back in time for my dinner, which was a very late dinner for me because, like I said, the stream went late yesterday. And got to watch the season 4 reveals and stuff like that. And then it went straight into the grand finals after that, the reveal. So stayed up and watched that. And like I said, it wasn't too late for me timing wise for this particular event. So it was chill. It was a good watch. It was good watch the grand. I did in the morning go back and watch the losers finals. There was one match in particular I wanted to watch. The final round, the final match against the loser finals, Optic versus Space Station. It's a very interesting match, and I wanted to just watch it, what the hell went down. One flag. Save all of that discussion till the end, though. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with the pro scene in Halo, so the bulk of the discussion I have is just kind of generic, I guess. Not really very in-depth. Oh, oh my God! They gave him. We didn't take the freaking stealth suit or what? No. Right. Oh God. Dude, what the fuck is going on, man? Massive packet buster. Dude, this connection is so bad, dude. I didn't even know there was a wall weapon there, honestly. Where's the flag? Oh, dude. Dude, how are we giving them, like, the stealth, dude? Every time. Where on earth am I? Okay. Oh gosh, dude, where is other teammate? I should have waited for teammates to push too. Yep. Dude, why isn't he using the grapple? Man, some of these Xbox controllers, man, are so doo-doo, man, I tell you. I'm good, Slayer. They charge so much for these stupid Elite controllers. And I'm telling you, the top buttons have already gotten janky for me. Like, where I'll press them and they don't react. Like, they don't actually, like, respond. And there's no way to fix those top buttons, dude. Like, these top bumpers. I don't think. What's up, Hyper Beast? How you been? Oh, nice, Slayer. You know, Slayer, I don't know if you know this, and I don't know if you're interested, but apparently the Warzone championship, like one of the championship games of Warzone, like the official one, is being held in the UK. Where exactly? I presume in London or something, but it's being held like the World Series of Warzone. It's being held in the UK this year. Should go for it, man. Should go check it out. I mean, even if you're not interested in Warzone, it'd be a cool event to visit if you're into like the COD franchise. I'd go if I was living there. Yeah, nice. Oh, that sounds cool. Yo, teammate. Where the fuck did teammate go, man? No. Cool. Mich bespisch. Pischi pischi. Mrs. Pischi pischi. Oi. Dude, what is going on, man? I can't hit anything.
Enemy flag returned. Flag returned.
Hey, I thought teammate was there, man. Where are you going, man? Where did teammate go, man? He gave it to them, man. Are you kidding? Where the fuck did teammate go, man? He was dude, what a moron teammate that was. He fell off the map too, man. What a complete idiot, dude. Like, why would you go back into the enemy spawn to wrap around to get to our spawn to take the flag? He literally went in the worst direction possible with the flag that he just grabbed. Pepsi, don't go sit there. Just buzz off. But I was struggling too. I was struggling. There's some jankiness to that round. I really don't like that map. Like, I think that map's kind of like okay, like situationally for like maybe certain modes. But I think as like a primary mode map, I don't like it. Like I think it'll be fun for something like Infection, like those party modes. It'll be fun for party modes, not like actual modes. Gosh, let's hope we get into a big team battle game. Seems like a pretty long wait time. I haven't tried big team battle in a long time. I just don't even bother anymore with it. I suspect this upcoming Ultimate Challenge, if it is what it is, according to the leak, Ultimate Challenge leaks, it might be a big team battle challenge. But usually when that's the case, that the mode becomes a little more active in this region. So you can actually get into like big team battle. Because right now, I don't even know if I'll get into one. Let's go. Hopefully it's not completely janky. We haven't, I mean, I haven't really used the battle rifle either, but at least I picked it up. I haven't seen the Bulldog. I don't think it was on any of the maps I played. So we'll try to find the Bulldog, I guess. Find it in the big team battle map. And also the battle rifle we'll try to grab. Battle rifle's pretty useful in big team battles, so I'll anyway try to grab that. But if we can find the Bulldog, that'd be nice.
Capture the flag. Capture enemy flags to score.
Oh my god, it's extremely laggy. Should I just back out? And we won't find anything else, I don't think. This might be the... Let's just play it, who cares? I mean, it's not gonna play very well. 320 ping, that's as high as it goes, I feel. There's a huge delay. There's a Commando. God, it's a bandit rifle start. That was a pistol. Dude, the fact that I even got a kill is pretty impressive. Dude, where is the fucking battle rifle, dude? It's not even locking on to that thing, man. Dude, what is going on with this? Like, the connections are so unstable with these servers. It really is, man. Ooh, the Bulldog. At least we can see it. Dude, Jesus Christ, dude. Brilliant connection. Oh, there's the battle rifle.
Captured the flag. Enemy captured the flag.
Oh god. Our team was like overzealous, man. With the flags. I've never seen a capture the flag ends. Well, I have. When you have a one team that's just obnoxious. Like ours clearly was. But anyway, the connection was ass. Did me a favor, I guess. I know, this should be the like. So yeah, I was kind of no weapon. I'm gonna say yeah. Do my outro with that screen. The BR. Let's go with the BR. So yeah, Ember Hex weapon coating, played with, tried, enjoyed somewhat. First game was good. Other games were alright, whatever. Yeah, it's a cool coating. I actually do like it. In game, it looks really nice too. Let's take a peek at all of them, I guess, quickly, and then we'll do the BR. I do want to show something to you guys before we go. I think they might have already loaded in the other coatings for the other majors. The next major is in just a few weeks, I've heard. Like, I think it's literally like in 3 weeks is the next major. And I would presume there'll be new drop rewards for that too. This looks good too, man. Looks good. Pepsi, don't sit there. Just buzz off. God, Pepsi, you don't even listen, man. All right, whatever. That looks cool too. They all look good, man. They all actually look good. Like, if you look at this, just kind of like a static image of this, you know, it might come off as basic and boring. But when you look at it like with the reflections and like that kind of like glossy look to it, and in game and all, it looks really good. I think it's particularly the glossy like feel to it, coupled with the reflections from the gloss, makes it kind of like interesting. So yeah, those are the coatings that you got from it. Pretty cool. I like it. So now I don't follow the storefront very closely, but I do want to show something. Like, again, like I said, I don't follow the storefront. So the first drop was this Death Hex. And then the Xbox Game Pass kind of drops. Like, if you have Game Pass, you unlock, like, I don't know how often they do it, but like once a month or something, they're supposed to give you a drop. This is the Corrupted Hex, is the Xbox Game Pass one. But basically, it looks like they're going with this Hex theme this season, right? So, again, like I said, I'm not following the, what's it called? I'm not following the storefront, so I don't know how many of these were actually in the store or if this is saved up for something else. But you've got the Aqua Hex. So I presume this might be a drop. And then you've got the Life Givers Hex. So maybe these two are like drops, potential drops, I feel. Oh, that's kind of cool, man. Yeah. Those are the only two that seem to be listed. But yeah, the Life Givers and the Aqua. Like I said, I haven't been following the storefront, so I don't know if these were store bundles at some point in time. So it might not be, if it was a store bundle, it's definitely not going to be a drop, right? But I mean, if they're going with the whole Hex theme, with the drops, these potentially could be future drops. This one's a cool one. I like it. Those of you, I ended up forking up for the Black Cat. It came back as a daily, and I was like, dude, I'll just get it, man. I like it a lot. Even though it's just a single coating for the AR, I'll use it. I'm not going to do a stream dedicated to showcasing it because it's just a single weapon coating. Had it been the full bundle, I might have done like the big baller bundle streams. But since it's just a single coating, I'm like, nah, I'll just use it. I won't do a full stream like showcasing it. But yeah, I ended up buying that. So yeah, obviously, congratulations, FaZe Clan. They have finally gotten themselves across the finish line and earned themselves that coveted trophy, championship, major trophy, or whatever, however you call it. Hey, Tito, don't, just get off, man. Just buzz off. You nerd, man. This guy is like the biggest clown on the planet, dude, I tell you. Little goober. He's actually really a sweet fellow. Dude, he had like this little scars and stuff on his stomach. Like, I don't know what it was, but now it's finally clearing up. Tito, show them your nerdy face. The nerdy boy face. Standard face is nerdy boy face. Tito. So yeah, congratulations to FaZe clan. They've got themselves the major finally. The team was Snakebite, Frosty, Renegade, Royal 2, and the coach was Royal 1. Obviously, the big name was, like I said, I'm not super familiar, but I believe Renegade was like kind of brought into the FaZe clan, and whoever he replaced was like a big deal. So they brought him in trying to get the FaZe clan over the bridge and get them into like that winning team caliber. And with the first major, like this year's first major, they obviously came second. And did they? Yeah, they came second. They came second in the first one. And Renegade was looking really good. Like, so it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time before they got their stuff together and pulled off the victory, because they were looking like a top tier team right off the bat. Those of you who don't know, and again, I'm not super familiar, but Renegade used to play for Cloud9, which was like the dominant team year one, until they got like taken out by Optic, okay? And then after year one, Cloud9 kind of disbanded the team. Renegade had already left, I think, before they had disbanded the team. Renegade left a little bit, maybe 3/4 of the way into year one, I guess. I'm not sure exactly the timeline. And he joined FaZe. And they were doing good, not great, but obviously getting their footing together and all. And then the Cloud9 team kind of started falling off also. And Optic kind of took the like lead and became like the best team in the game for year one and ended up winning the championship and all. And then year two kicked off, and like I said, Renegade settled in, clearly settling in and settled in with FaZe and started like performing really well. And in the first major, like I said, dude, Renegade seemed to have like Optic's number, man. Like it was like he was clearly had Optic, down, like their strats down and all, and he was a good counter to them. So definitely a smart move by FaZe bringing them in, because he was gonna take them places, And clearly from the first major, even though they hadn't won, because Optic had won the championship, the team to beat was Optic. So by bringing in Renegade into FaZe to take FaZe to that championship level, their competition was going to be Optic, right? And the fact that he was so competitive with them and all was a good sign, right? This major, Optic was third place. They got third place. They won. I honestly don't even think they ended up playing FaZe at all. I'm not totally sure, but I don't think they played FaZe at all in this major. Like they got beat, put into the losers bracket, and then kind of made their way to the losers finals, whereas the winners finals was FaZe and Space Station. Those of you who don't know, Space Station is basically the Cloud9 team. So Cloud9 kind of disbanded their Halo team, which I honestly don't understand. I don't know how you could disband the Cloud9 team. Like, even without Renegade, that team was a very strong team. Like, I presume it was financial issues, which is why they dropped them. But man, like, I don't know. I don't follow Cloud9 in the other esports, but one would think like having one of the stronger teams, if not they were like in top tier contention, like basically top two teams. It was Optic and Cloud9, right? Why would you drop the team, dude? I would rather drop some team that like, or figure a way to like reduce costs elsewhere while financing the like Halo team. But maybe it just got way too expensive. So yeah, they dropped the Halo like team completely, Cloud9, and Space Station picked up all of the members, right? So the new Space Station team is basically the old Cloud9 team. Again, like I said, Renegade had already left a little earlier before that drama went down with Cloud9 dropping the team. And so winners final was FaZe versus Space Station. So it's basically Renegade versus his old team, right? And obviously, well, not obviously, but FaZe basically beat them in the winners final, sending them to the losers final against Optic. And that should have been a very good match, like Optic versus Space Station, because though Optic and Cloud9 were battling it out for the first year, a good chunk of the like first year, right? But the Space Station team seemed to like dominate. Based on the score, I didn't watch all the matches, but yeah, Cloud9 kind of handled Optic. I don't know if they dominated. I think the games were pretty close, but it ended up becoming like a 3-1 win. It was the last game that was like the most disappointing for the losers final, like because Optic pulled off an Optic. I was a little like, I was under the impression like the Halo team had like kind of skirted away from the Optic nonsense, but no, Optic pulled off a fat choke on their last game. It was 2-1, and had they won the next game, they would have still had to play the fifth round. Like it would have been best of 5, first to 3, right? So it was 2-1, and had Optic won that game, it would have still gone into the fifth game. So there would have still been a chance that they would have lost regardless. But they had this humongous lead, and they ended up choking it big time, dude. Like, it was a fat choke, dude. Like, it was pretty bad, dude. Like, I think they were like 10 points away, and like Cloud9 was like at least 70 to 80 points, maybe even more than that, below them. And somehow Space Station like captured the points and held it down. It was the hard point thing, where you have to like hold the zones, control the zones. There's 3 zones, and as long as you have control of 2 of the zones, you're scoring points. If you have control of all 3 zones, you score like more points. And the other team doesn't score unless you have to have 2 points in control to be scoring. So yeah. Space Station made the comeback pretty bad, and Optic ended up choking that last game pretty hard. It was literally like 9 or 10 points away from winning, which is basically if Optic had held 2 zones for 9 seconds, they would have won that match and forced the game 5. But no, they lost, and Space Station went back into the grand finals for the rematch against FaZe. And again, the games, like even the FaZe, like the winners finals game, I didn't watch it, but the score was apparently very close. They were like very close. But I did end up watching the grand finals, and it was good games. It was really good games, very tight matches and stuff like that. Everything was like close, and nothing was like a major blowout. Well, there was one. FaZe definitely were the more dominant team. Like even though Space Station would put a fight, there were definitely moments where you could see like FaZe had like control of the entire situation, and they ended up winning it. Halo is really interesting because like what would happen is even if like Space Station had won, I think the finals is like best of 7. and you have to be like best of, I don't know what it, but you have to be like win with 5 or something like that. I'm not sure, but basically, even if Space Station won, it would just reset the bracket, and they would have to play phase a second time over for the actual win. Whereas because phase was already in the winners bracket and they reached grand finals through the winners bracket, they only needed to win it one time. So as long as phase won the first set of matches, they won the grand finals. Whereas had the Space Station coming from the losers bracket won the first set of matches, it would just reset, and then they would have to play again another set of matches to get the actual dub for the grand finals. But yeah, phase stopped them, blocked them from the Space Station was actually doing pretty well. Like, I think phase won the first round, and then Space Station won the next 2 rounds or something like that. They were basically ahead by 2 points, and then I think phase kind of like took over and caught up and all. But like I said, even the ones that they won, it was kind of close. It was really close. It was a good game. So it was good games, good watch. And I appreciated the fact that the timings were not so late that, hey, the timings weren't so late that it got obnoxiously tiresome for me to stay up and watch it. It was a very chill timing for me. And I enjoyed the games. Like I said, sounds like, I'm not totally sure again, but I think according to what I heard, the next major is in just like 3 weeks or something. So we're looking at like actually a pretty stacked coming up month, honestly. We've got Battlefield, a new season kicking off in a few days. Then you've got the Call of Duty new season kicking off. Then Call of Duty Championship Games kicking off, the final championship games. And then Halo's new season's going to kick off. And then Halo's next major is going to be on there. So yeah, just tons of stuff gaming-wise in the next several things. Plus, I think the Call of Duty like Warzone championship thing is also going to be somewhere in there. So there's tons of esports and new seasons coming out. The bulk of it. Again, those of you who missed out on the drops, don't worry about it. Halo's been, unlike Call of Duty, Halo's very good about doing second chances with the drops. So as long as you keep an eye on like the Twitch drops, and there are several YouTubers that will always give you heads up when the drops come, even the repeat ones. So if you follow those, I don't know their names, but if you follow them, they also give you the heads up like, hey, these drops are dropping now. So if you missed out, you can watch here and do this to get it and all. It's usually watch some partnered streamer or something like that, or like a European championship game or something like that. So yeah, it's a cool code and good games. Enjoyed it. And season 4 from the previews looks like some good stuff. Looks like the next HCS bundle, the bundle coming out, I presume, with season 4. So those of you who don't know, you go in the shop. If you go to this HCS offers, all these are from the various teams, these bundles. And by buying them, you do support the team a little bit. Like the teams do get a little cut from it. But apparently, I think there's going to be a new bundle coming out with the new season, I presume. I'm not sure when. I thought it was already going to be out. But it's going to be basically the weapon bundles. So in this bundle, you got this coating for just the sniper rifle. And like, you know, for each, depending on which team you're playing, it was a different coating. Oh, where's the sniper? Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, where's the sniper? So yeah, apparently I think you're gonna get like, the next bundle is gonna be the same coating, I think, but for all the weapons. It's gonna be like a universal weapon coating for all the like, you know, weapons that allow coatings, I guess. I think. I'm not 100% certain. It might be for the main weapons. It might not be all the weapons. I don't know. And then like apparently, I think it's a special kind of like model of the battle rifle will be part of the bundle. So if you buy like one of them, you'll also get like the kind of a new design for the battle rifle that you can kind of like customize your battle rifle designs, which they do anyway. Like some people were like complaining about it, but I mean, like whatever, dude. Like they already allow you to customize the battle rifle to a certain extent. So having a new kind of customization for the battle rifle is not a big deal. So yeah, that's the thing that's gonna be there for the next HCS bundle. And again, I'm pretty sure like by buying those bundles, you do also help support the teams and all that. So if you're like a fan of a specific team, you could buy those bundles and support them. But yeah, more importantly, it's like the universal coating, you know, that'll be a coating for like bulk of your weapons, which is what, you know, I was hoping they do for sure. I don't know if I'll get one though. You know, I had this idea and I want to share it with Halo. I don't know if anyone will do it. Okay, but it was basically stemmed from so it basically stemmed from like the Call of Duty, like they've been re-releasing bundles in Modern Warfare 2 or very similar bundles or skins and stuff like that from old bundles of the previous game. And they were charging you a new price for it, right? And it's pissing off a lot of people. And my concept was like, dude, if you're going to release the same skin, at least give it to the people who already own the bundle prior to it, right? Like whoever bought it in 2019 or whatever, just give them the skin and stuff like that. Don't charge them again for it. It's okay if you bring the new skin and charge new customers for it. But by charging the old customers that bought it in the first game for this new like Modern Warfare 2 version of it, which is basically the same skins, you know, it was getting a little cheesy. So yeah, my idea was like, why don't you just give it to them, like the people who already own it, right? So I'm gonna throw this idea out to like Halo, because I was thinking about it for Halo side, since now that they're gonna be doing like universal coatings and stuff like that. And they have kind of mentioned that the old coatings and all, most of them probably will remain single coatings. They won't kind of go backlog them for universal status and stuff like that, right? But let's say, okay, you do decide to go backlog some of them. Like I would really like this Black Cat coating on all my weapons, not just the AR, right? So if they had a bundle, like, or if they made this into a universal coating, that would be very tempting for me to buy, okay, for sure. But what would be even cooler is, since I already bought this skin, maybe like if you do end up making it into a universal coating, just give the people who already own the original skin the universal coating for all their weapons and not upcharge them for another bundle, right? Or at the very least, give us a discount on the bundle so we're not paying, you know. But I was thinking about it and I was like, man, there's a lot of people who bought a lot of coatings and stuff like that, whether it's for armor or weapon coatings. And, you know, it'd be nice to see them as a universal coating for all the weapons. And it'd be understandable, you know, like, okay, we've kind of made this coating a universal coating, so we can't charge you as less for it. Like, I paid $300. Okay, let's just say I paid $300 for that Black Cat coating, right? So obviously, if it was a universal coating, it'd be a little more expensive, right? I don't know how much more expensive, but let's just say like 1,500 credits for the universal coating version of it, right? But as a thank you to the people who've been supporting this game throughout the first year and buying these single coatings, maybe just give the like universal coating to the ones that own it, the single ones, for free. But you're still charging the universal coating to the new players and the people who didn't buy it. So you will be making money of the sales of the universal coating, but it would be a very like consumer friendly way of handling it. Like being like, okay, you know, even though you didn't pay the full price for it, as a thank you for supporting the game by buying these bundles and all, you're going to just have access to the universal coatings for the ones that we do, you know, backlog. So that was my idea for like backlog coatings. You know, if that, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Like I said though, if that's not possible, you know, even if it's just like a discount, like if they bring that black cat coating and make it a universal coating and they just give me a discount, I'd be okay with that. You know, I'd be like, that's fine, that's cool. You know, so I'm not repaying for like the AR coating, you know, that I just bought. That would also work. But I think it'd be extra consumer friendly, just be like the people who've been supporting the store front, you know, those of you who bought these skins and all, even, again, I don't expect them to backlog a lot of them, making them universal coatings, but I would presume at least some of them should eventually become like the backlog should get bolstered and universal coating options should become available. So maybe something to think about. I do have a little bit of, I did spend a little bit more money also, and it's, I'll keep it as a surprise. Season 4, there will be a big baller bundle thing. Hint, it's a new promotion outside Halo, that if you buy something, you can earn something in Halo. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I ended up buying the like product and got the code for the in-game item. And unfortunately, the in-game item only becomes available season 4. So we'll be checking that out come season 4. I love the promotion stuff. I don't know why, man, but Halo has made me buy all sorts of garbage that I probably wouldn't have bought just to get the in-game items, just to see what's up with it and all. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. And yeah, I was glad to watch the HCS and definitely looking forward to the upcoming games and hoping some new rewards. Hey, Pepsi, don't do that, man. All right, guys, take care. Bye. Yeah, very cool coding. And like I said, the grand finals was actually a good watch. It was a good watch. And I recommend going into YouTube or wherever and finding the VOD. Give it a watch.